to attack Iran after carefully reviewing all of the information before.
Opened back in 2009. It seats 80,000 but has a standing room capacity north of 100K, and we are pushing that today at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Today, boy, what a matchup. Two NFL franchises with so much history, so much tradition, getting set to do battle here. As it'll be the Chicago Bears taking on the Dallas Cowboys. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. They'll run with the Rutgers man, Kyle Monungai. He'll get a yard, that's all, as they get him down at the 28. 2nd and 9. On the ground, it's Monungai. Fighting through, and he's got space. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. That good for 22 and a first down. They had a chance to limit his yardage, but he was able to fight off that tackle.
So it's not just the responsibility of the guys who missed the tackles along the way. It's all 11 on defense, able to stop this guy, unable to do it on that play. They've got to find a way. How about his ability to break through and gain that yardage?
From the 47 now, they work with a 2nd and 7. Here's Monungai. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or two short here with 3rd down coming up.
He's brought down at the 42-yard line.
Running is Monungai. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down.
Biggie Angels.
They'll run Monungai. And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. They'll run here with Monungai. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. They'll come up 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Play number 9 now on this pretty long opening drive. But this is 3rd down. Now a handoff running through the middle. And the Bears are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They'll try to run this one in. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he is not going to get in as the big bodies stop him at the 1. They're held again, and do we have a goal line stand brewing? It's 3rd and goal. This Cowboy defense trying to hold him out of the end zone. They've run it to 3rd and goal. Swift. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. DeAndre Swift punching it in from a yard away. And the Bears will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. So the 2nd down run didn't work. They run it again on 3rd down and get in. I wasn't sure if they might pass it, Charles. We know that they like to mix it up down here around the goal line.
Yeah, almost felt like the offensive line said, forget mixing it up. Let's call our favorite running play over our best blockers, and let's get this one in.
That's caught. And he will get in to make it 8-0. So what do you make of that? You go on the road, you score the opening drive touchdown, opt to go for 2, and all of a sudden they're up 8-zip.
Yeah, this wasn't a decision that they made right here and right now. They made this decision during the week. Hey, if we get the ball and score right away, let's show them that we feel like we're superior. Go for 2 and really put the pressure on them.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. The first carry now. This is Williams. And he'll get this out to about the 40. Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
They'll stay on the ground with Williams. Now he's loose down the left sideline. And he takes us all the way down to the Bears' 18. 46 yards rushing for him now in his first 2 carries of the ball game. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. A give to Williams, running right. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down for a nice little gain.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Now Williams running left. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 3rd and 2.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And Williams is going to be stopped short of the yellow line. He did not get there.
A loss of 2 yards. It's 4th down.
Yeah! There we go.
1 quarter down, 8-0 the score. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it with a 4th down coming up.
Yeah, here we go.
Out of the gun, here's Prescott. Hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The Cowboys here unable to convert on 4th down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charlie. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing, they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run to a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. The Bears on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 7. On play action, here's Williams. He'll try and do this himself. And brought down, but not before reaching the 25.
It's a gain of 11. And the Bears first down. 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Off the play fake, it's Williams. That's complete. Roma Dunze. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
That's good for the Bears. 1st down. A gain of 22 yards. 1st down, Chicago.
On the option to give to Swift here. They'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Donovan Wilson on the stop. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4. At the 44-yard line.
On the option to give to Swift here. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
It's a gain of 2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
They'll fake the give. Now Williams. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 19. But forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Here's a give up the middle. And he stopped immediately there. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. They work now on 2nd and 9. To the air, Williams. That's caught. The tight end Loveland with it. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 of the 12. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. A first carry now. This is Johnson. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage.
A gain of only a yard.
They run. It's Johnson. And he's not going to get the first. I don't even think he made it back to the line of scrimmage. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And this long drive is going to wind up yielding nothing. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't want to get to a 4th down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
He's got this to Pickens. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Another big play as they get 28 out of that one. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still,
and a loose football. And this is picked up by the Bears. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited during the game. You may all of a sudden make your catch, see some open field, and decide you're going for it. And not realizing the danger lurks while you're doing so. And there's your end result right there.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Play action. Now Williams. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
They'll go play action here with Williams. And that is incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll go. Here's Williams. And it is caught. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. That pickup goes for 25. What a flip of the script from 4th down to 1st.
We always talk about big-time players make big-time plays in big-time moments. I think that 4th down qualified. That was a heck of a throw.
Throwing is Williams. It's caught inside the 25. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
To throw, Williams. And the throw right sideline is complete. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4.
20 more yards. That's another Bears first down.
Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. Working out of the gun, Williams. And that's out to the flat for Swift. Now a timeout signal for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on second and goal. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Quarterbacking 101. You never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
They'll look to throw for it with Williams. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Durham Smythe in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bears would extend their lead here just before halftime. No surprise there. Third and goal down here. That's where they're going to look for their tight end.
Yeah, you want that big guy running his routes because it doesn't matter who they cover him with. If it's another big guy, he might use his bulk against him. If it's a shorter defender, might go over the top. Either way, you tend to find a little bit of a mismatch in that area.
The final shot before break. Williams. And he is into the end zone. So they get 2 more on the board here just before halftime. I think we're sensing a trend here. 2 first-half touchdowns. After going for 2 after the first score, CD, I thought maybe they would kick the PAT here. No, they get 2 more.
No, they decided to really press the advantage because, remember, getting the 2 after the first score, you've already got the other team back on their heels if they're going to mount a comeback. But to go up 2 scores and 2 two-point conversions, you've really got them thinking on the other sideline.
And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And with only 4 seconds on the clock, time likely for just 1 snap of the football. Wide open receiver complete. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, full half to be played. It's the Cowboys who get the football first, and they trail here as well as we resume action in the third quarter. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
The Cowboys take over first and 10.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Charles, some things to like about that first half, ultimately trailing here, but certainly this deficit is manageable. So curious to see what adjustments they may have made at intermission.
As am I, because I think things bode well for a possible comeback, because I thought a lot of their best reps in the first half came through the passing game. They were hitting the open receivers, taking whatever the coverage gave them and making it work well for themselves. Now, they just want to pick up the pace of scoring a little bit. So I expect them to come back, continue to throw the ball effectively.
It's 3rd and 9.
Prescott from the gun. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up. And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on fourth down and 9. He's got his target. That's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
First down. Yeah! First and 10 at the 47.
Here's Prescott. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
And again, it's Prescott. Screen play set up for Williams. He's across midfield. Down the sideline he goes. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A gain there of 30 big ones. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for first and 10. And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting.
And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Javonte Williams taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Cowboys have got it back to within a score. He finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 downs, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
And this one is caught. So they come up with a 2-point conversion, and that makes this a 1-point game now. So they're able to throw it in for the 2-point conversion. Sometimes that can be a risky play, but they got it.
Yeah, you always have to be careful here because if you do get it intercepted, it's returned by the defense, that's 2 points for them. But he identified an open target and put it right on him.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. 2
yards on the pickup. It's second and 8.
Here's Johnson again on second down. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
A 7-yard gain on the play.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up first and 10. Again, it's Johnson. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
4 yards on the pickup.
Give up the middle to Johnson. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up third down.
The run lands on the tackle.
On third down, Johnson. And boy, from up here, I don't think Johnson got there. No, he did not. That'll make it fourth down after a loss of 1.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field. despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And before this 4th and 3 play, we're going to get whistles and a timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. On 4th down, here's Williams. Pass taken in by his big tight end. So a moment to catch our collective breath after the 4th down conversion. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So the drive stays alive after the 4th down conversion. 1st and 10 inside the 30. Up the middle, Johnson. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Donovan Wilson that time there on the tackle.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Here's a 2nd and 9 now from the 29. From the gun, here's Williams. A short throw there, that's to Smythe, the tight end. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 13-yard line. They run out of the gun with Swift. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple of minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down.
It's 2nd and inches.
They will run straight ahead with Swift. Just a gain of a yard, but it's going to set him up with a 1st and goal.
And the Bears, 1st down.
From the shotgun, a throw for Williams. He'll find Swift out of the backfield. Touchdown! DeAndre Swift. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Bears are able to build on to their 4th quarter lead. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come.
The Bears will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Williams going to throw for it. And he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their 4th quarter lead. So they try to make it a 2-score game with a conversion. It pays off.
And they've looked at the situation, figured it out well. A 2-score game in this situation, they've got to feel much better about where they are.
Cairo Santos to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
At their own 35-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
That's good for our Cowboys. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Throwing. Prescott. Got an open man. It's Pickens. Touchdown, Cowboys. George Pickens, 47 yards. And the Cowboys have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a 1-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now, we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
It's complete. And he's got it for the two-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. So they go with a pass there on the two-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their two-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have two-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown the last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight one-point game. Second and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming. Now it looks like he'll throw here. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down. This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important third down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get first downs and eat away at the clock.
He's got his man. That's a Dunze. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Now a timeout called for by the defense. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. They'll hand it off now to Johnson. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. Ball placed at the 45 for 2nd and 5. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. 2 yards still to go. Third down now. They go to Johnson again. And he is going to have the Bears first. And that should be the capper.
A 7-yard gain. And the Bears first down.
Now a handoff. Johnson. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. Now a 2nd and 6.
A gain of 4.
On the ground, this is Johnson. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on third down. On play action, here's Williams. Throw right side, taken in by Dunze. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2.
It's a gain of 29. That's another Bears first down. First and goal at the 2-yard line.
Swift will take it in. Touchdown, Bears.
Swift. Touchdown.
And that touchdown puts them up 7. But now's when the fun begins, partner, because if you go ahead and kick the extra point, it's still a one-possession game. Go for 2, you might put it out of reach.
Yeah, a little decision to be made.
The Bears will line up.
They'll try and throw for it. He's got it. And they will not go quietly as we are back to a 2-score game.
Cowboys 23.
He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
Here's 1st and 10.
Here we go.
To throw, Prescott. And he finds a man with a crossing route. Down the left sideline. And he takes this one into the end zone. And all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
And this is caught. So they took a chance, but they are back within a single point here in the fourth. So they elect to pass there on the two-point try. Sometimes can prove risky. There it worked out.
Yeah, and I love how you bring up that it can prove risky, because if you get it intercepted and they return it, that's 2 points for the defense, but not on that play.
So with under 30 seconds to play, this is the game right here. And this is going to be taken in by the Bears, and it appears they're going to win this game. The risk-reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
16 yards. That's good for a Bears first down.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
He's got it. And so close, he gets it to the one. Out of bounds right there. What a finish in this one, Charles. You know, this group, they come in, they have to fight a hostile atmosphere every snap. They get the late score, they get the victory, and that flight home, it's going to be a little sweeter after this one.
And Brandon, just like you, I was fired up for that last
Good
season.
ball,
Tell me
man.
about
There it
that.
is.
Wouldn't you have loved to have been in the huddle when they were mounting that game-winning drive? Big-time moment. No one shied away from it. They tuned out the crowd, kept their heads, and executed the way they needed to earn that win.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. With that, we say...